Hi students, this is Mrs. Marinelli from Business 268, Business Electronic Calculating. And in this video, we will be going over the settings for Judy's 10 Key. Judy's 10 Key is the electronic calculating program that we will be using to simulate a 10 key calculator. So when you open the program, it will start with tip of the day, and it will give you some insight as to how to use the program, some shortcuts, suggestions. You can have this show tips at startup or not, that's up to you. You can look through more of them if you choose. And once you get used to the program and learn the program, you probably will not want this on anymore. So that's your choice to turn it on or off. So I'm just going to close it for now and it'll start next time. So I can move the program around my desktop. I can actually size it or resize it. Now yours might not look just like mine because I've changed some settings, but it's your choice as to how you want it sized. So we're going to set up the items of the program that we need and turn off items that we don't need. So I'm going to go into Configure, and I will click on, just go one at a time, we'll click on Components, and we need the toolbar, tape, memory, number pad, and status bar. We're not doing trig, we're not doing high-level math that we need statistics. So just those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items are needed on the Components tab. In the syntax, make certain that this is 10 key. If you have it on calculator, the way you calculate problems, the way you do the math is very different. So please make sure that this is on 10 key. I've had some students switch computers at school, change, borrow from a friend, and forget to change this. Make sure you always have it on 10 key. Decimals can either be adjusted here in the configured decimal area, or we can do it on the toolbar. So I like to do it on the toolbar. The sounds are up to you. I like the heavy on the keys, so when I hear the sound, I know I struck the key hard enough to make it into the problem. Totals, I like traditional. Startup, I have it as none. Again, that's your option. If we go to all settings, we'll have a few more settings that we didn't have before. This is basically the same. Format, again, we can change decimals on the toolbar, but we can't change the font on the toolbar. So I like my numbers to be larger so I can see better. Again, it's your choice. This is what it will appear as if you select the options. I chose bold, Arial. It's whatever you want. You don't need bold. Maybe you want regular. Maybe you want yours a smaller size. I'm just going to leave it on bold for now. And then we want Western script. So say OK to accept those changes. I like negative numbers in red. So that's an option for you. I like that for me. Shade total lines, and you can adjust the color. So when you get a total, it's in color, so you can tell that that's the total from the other numbers. You can kind of pick your own color. I'm just going to cancel and use the default right now, but you can change that later. Oops, I wanted to stay in there. Keyboard, you want this to be assigned the enter key, enter as the default. So the enter key is going to be for entering. We don't want it to be the plus. We're going to use the plus for the plus key for plus. Automatic activate num lock for 10 key. I like that on. Sounds we did already. Here's where you could turn off tip of the day if you want. Auto save. We'll leave that on for now. We can change that later. So I think we're good. We'll say okay. Again, I can make those changes on the toolbar. Oh, they've added some. We've updated the program, so a few of these toolbar options were open. Or use them from the tabs. So either way, so you can see this is to close the program. This would be to maximize it, which is too big. Minimize it to a button on the taskbar. So we have memory. We have numbers here that you could click, but we're going to be using our fingers. We will use clear entry. Most of this we will use on the keyboard instead of here, but we can do it here also. For some of it, it's efficient this way. Others, it's efficient on the keyboard. So a lot of options. The main thing is make sure you get the necessary configuration options. And that is basically it for setting up Judy's 10 key for the settings that we need instead of the defaults. So you can go back and listen to this again. You can play with it to see what colors you like. You have many options. So learn the settings and we will be ready to go to start learning our fingering. Thank you.